Hello and welcome to another episode of Feed the Direwolf with me, the least happy one, aka MrSuryt. Just over at the cherry trees. I haven't been here for a while. See if I can't get a few cherries or... let's knock it down with this chicken. Or the saplings. I've got one so far. Yep, number two. I've actually got a few of these now. You'll do. Got a fair bit there ready for today's episode. Whilst we're doing this, I just address a couple of issues, I guess. Not really issues, but one thing, YouTube has had a little bit of a glitch with view count, and views from mobile devices have counted as, well, multiple views in some cases. So basically what that means is in the last few days I received quite a few more views on my channel than what I actually did receive, or so YouTube is saying, which means there is a chance for a rollback in the view count. If you do see this, don't worry, it is not that I've done anything illegal or wrong, or YouTube's decided that, you know, I don't deserve views. It is that YouTube had a bit of a hiccup, that's all. And another thing, I keep getting told that when I created this world, I said cheats, won't be needing those, and then I clicked on and enabled cheats. So I suppose that's the first derp of the series, really, because yeah, I quite clearly did not read what I was clicking and just assumed that cheats were on by default and I was turning them off, which it turns out is not the case. It doesn't really make much of a difference though, because, well, you don't get anything from cheats. Not in this pack. I'll show you what I mean. If I change this over to cheat mode, I can take every single item in here far easier and quicker than using cheats. Secondly, over here I can actually turn creative on without cheats, so it's not a big deal that I accidentally put cheats on, really. So I'll get out of that. Time to collect. Whoa! Oh, okay. A zombie. Oh, an angry zombie too. Should have looked before I leaped. And we are going to replant some of those. Why are they not stacked? They don't stack. Huh. Okay then. That's weird. And this is where our first cherry tree was, so I'll replant that. I ended up cutting it down. I didn't get a sapling to replace it when I was clearing it out for the last time, so I'll just put you down there. I'll keep the others. They don't have anything for Thorncraft in them. The cherry, I didn't see a cherry. Oh, there it is. Oh, not entirely sure what the cherries are for. Let's just see if it comes up with anything. No, it doesn't. Yeah, for the time being, kind of useless to me, I guess. Yeah, but anyway, that's about it. Out here, we'll go back inside now. The sorting room. Oh, one thing I did do is put a bunch of chunk loaders. Not very difficult to make. Use chunk loaders instead of world anchors. Not the enchantment table's not the cheapest, but apart from that, they're pretty easy to make. And yeah, with a chunk loader you can actually increase or decrease the radius that it works, that it operates, which is why I went for that. Also something different. So I put one of those over at the quarry, one down at my 9x9. My 9x9 is too far away from where I am right now, so all the crops over there and the chickens, they don't do anything whilst I'm not down there. And apart from those, there's nothing really over there that I need. The quarry is also too far away. The quarry itself works as a chunk loader, however the pipe, the pipe, cobblestone pipe going from the quarry, that was also too far. What is that? Oh, that's actually what I'm talking about now. That little bobbing thing right near my cross, that's actually the chunk loader. Yeah, the pipe going from the quarry to here was outside of the loaded chunk, so yeah, I wasn't getting anything show up over here. But anyway, Thorncraft, that there I will get rid of. Now that one there I have to, we didn't need all that experience. That one there I was experimenting with something that you'll see next episode most likely. So a bit of a spoiler there, I guess. I should have got rid of it. Today though we will be working in this room, my RedPower room. A little bit different. I actually prefer this room to that room. And yeah, it's strangely enough it's the colour of the sports uniform of my old high school too. It wasn't very nice. It really wasn't very nice, except the black, of course. Maroon. Anyway, today is RedPower. RedPower, very first thing I'm going to build is the alloy furnace. A lot of the things I need to build with RedPower, I didn't even say what that was. Let's put some of this away, we'll be needing eventually. Yeah, the alloy furnace is pretty much the start. It's just bricks. Brick blocks, I should say, which are four bricks. That's your brick block. Now the alloy furnace, a lot of the other stuff that I will need in here, I haven't got it set up in these because I'm going to have to cut and stick together. I've forgotten the word, but anyway, I'm going to have to do a lot of cutting just because a lot of these recipes need the alloy furnace, so we will start with the alloy furnace. There's a couple of different, I did enchant that diamond pickaxe. I got efficiency 3 and silk touch 1. Wasn't actually what I was aiming for, but I can't complain really. Let's just dump all this in there. Or maybe we're not going to dump it all because it's not all going to fit, but that'll do. Now, a few recipes to be used. We need, really not on the ball today. Oop, and here we go. Some charcoal. Hobbyist steam engine, that's because the hobbyist steam engine blew up on me. Again. Well, the hobbyist steam engine didn't actually blow. What it was is the pipe, the gold conductive pipe, had a nice big build up and it blew. I don't know why. Maybe it's got something to do with that chunk wasn't loaded, or it was only half loaded when I'm over here. Maybe. So only half of it was working. And yeah, I have put a chunk loader over there now. Alright, so let's just try this recipe. And there's a couple other recipes. This here is actually the same recipe. Oop. We'll make a bit of this as well. Alright, that gets us the blue alloy ingot. We will need a fair bit of this. We are going to need some wool as well. I'll make 2 more of you whilst I go and find my wool. I'll show you what I meant last episode when I said I had a lot of stuff in here. Well, you can see I've got, every time I make pipes somewhere I end up leaving them in here. Yeah, I do have quite a bit over there, and I have taken some. What we need is wool. Where's all my wool? I don't actually have a great deal, I know that, but... ah, there we go. All these here are ones that I have completed. I made 2 of them just so that I could, even though using the Connor thingamajiggy, I can show you the recipe. I thought I'd make 2, which is, well, there you go. I can just put it straight into the table and show you that a wand of fire is made like that. So as long as I don't finish it off, I can put it back in, and eventually, maybe, I will show you. I accidentally made 2. Oh no, I didn't. I made 1 tiny bow tie. A tiny bow tie. I used the knowledge fragments for that. To find that lag. To find that research note. Okay, we have a bit there. We will work, what did I just put in? Tin and copper. Now what this will make is brass. Whilst we wait for that though, we will just make a little bit of this. 12 blue alloy wire. Pretty standard stuff. Oh, I can't put it here, these are actually slabs. That's your wiring. Your fancy wiring, which I will use. Okay, now this recipe here obviously makes brass ingots. There's a few more things for the blue alloy, and I will need more of the blue alloy wire. Brass, I'm going to use a bit of that. Now I will make the next recipe using the copper, but you can use iron, it's going to be the same thing. Just go over here and I'll quickly use the brass to make some pneumatic tubes. Love these things. I will make a lot of these things. They're like Buildcraft tubes, only I guess they're a little bit smarter. Okay, now this here will get your red alloy ingots. Again, there is a few... come on. There's a few uses for these. This here's stone covers around the red alloy ingot, and you get the stone jacketed wire. You can use most covers, you know, the whole ton. There's 41 recipes there, and a lot of them will be just different covers that you can use to make this. You just use cobblestone, stone, wood, even whatever you want to use, but all it does is change the outside appearance. So it's not important at all. There is other stuff we can do with this. Oh, here we go. First one is just your red alloy wire. You then have your insulated orange, in this case, because orange wool's been used, or white wire. And they're probably going to be the main uses that I use for it. A few of these little gate thingies as well require it. Yeah, I'll be using them for the most part for jacketed wire or normal wire. You can use it pretty much like you would well, I can't use it like this, but oh, that was odd. Like this, you can use it as like redstone. Main difference being, there you go, you can actually go up over things. Oh, so it is very useful. Knock all you down. Now to make the jacketed wire you can use to well, you can use to connect the red alloy wire to pneumatic tubes, for example. For that we will need a handsaw. Excuse me. We'll need the handsaw, and unfortunately I have had a decent bug with the handsaw. And that is, whenever I use it once, for whatever reason, more often than not, it just disappears. But I'll take it anyway. This can be made, the reason why I have the sapphires there, I was going to make it with the sapphires, however I remembered that some of the recipes in RedPower require a diamond. They require something better than a sapphire. So 2 diamonds, 2 iron and some sticks. And let's grab... I'll grab a few of you. Whack you there. Yep. See that? Disappeared. I'm going to cheat. We will get rid of these 2. Replace them with a bunch of covers. Yep, that'll be enough. And that's 2 diamonds wasted. Alright. Wooden plank jacketed wire. Do I need it? Nope. However, I can use it to go across on an area that is ordinarily the wire can't go. You can have it float, I guess. I'll just get rid of those. So I am going to probably have to cheat in a few of those diamond saws as well, because I do need them. Otherwise maybe I'll make 1. Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to... Well, I'm going to use a lot of diamonds to make one thing over and over again. I won't spawn anything else in. If you see that I do, let me know, because it's obviously going to be an accident. Now we need to make some blue doped wafer, which needs nickelite and silicon wafer. Silicon wafer is silicon bull with the diamond handsaw. This is where it needs a diamond, and this is why I'm going to be cheating in things, because obviously the diamond handsaw is going to just break on me. Now the silicon bull is coal and sand, or charcoal and sand, which means we are going to need a bit of sand. Thankfully I know exactly where I can get some, and I wasn't thinking in here, but if I'm lucky... I'm not. No biggie. I'll just go grab some from the tree farm, remembering that sand is a byproduct. When we get over here, you will see one other thing that I have done to the tree farm that I haven't yet shown you. I'm actually saving the episode where I make it for when I make a couple more farms. But that is this thing right here, a forester. You whack the catalyst in there and it makes these things grow nice and fast. Let's see. Still flowing. So well, I'm thinking that maybe the chunk from... Oh, don't look on top. The chunk from when I'm... that's loaded when I'm in the pyramid, it seems to cut kind of halfway across here. So I think that's why the first one doesn't blow, but these 2 here keep blowing. Maybe they're not getting water, or... I don't know. Something's going wrong with it. I've upgraded this chest as well. Actually, you know what? I just remembered how much of the blue doped wafer you get. Let's go back. Yeah, if you did look up just then when I was looking at the volcano, you'll probably notice something that I was working on between cuts of last episode. Some people have noticed, or had noticed, lag. Well, some people have noticed that. Oh, oh. Hey. Hey! Fine. I was going to get you to kill me a... Oh, creeper. Dang. Well, one of them died. What was I saying? Oh yeah, during the last episode, halfway through, not halfway through, but near to the end, I ended up going into cheat mode. That's because when I come back to the base, I might have started working on something. You can see it on the map there. Ignore it. It doesn't exist. You don't know what it is. Oh, come on, right yourself, lag. Come on. Here we go. Okay, sand, charcoal. There is a quantity of. Oh, it's 8 and 8. Oh no, that's fine. It's equal, so that'll get us a few. That'll get us a few more than we need. Now, whilst we're waiting for that, there is another device item which I want to make. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we got one of our blue alloy ingots, 2 iron, and some of those bricks. Bricks, bees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Iron, 1, 2. Oh, it's already got iron, but no worries. Iron, one of those, and our brick. This is the blue electric alloy furnace. Works much the same as this one. I'll plonk it down. Not you. Right there. Now, yeah, works very similar. No coal though, you need power to run it. And you need, obviously, RedPower. Oh, we've got 8 silicon bowl. I don't think that's going to work in there. It's not an actual crafting table. Alright, let's see. Clicked once and we lost our diamond. That's very annoying. 16 should be more than enough. 32 should be tons. I have no idea why this... It did work when I first started on this world, so... Anyway, 64 is plenty. Now, I think we might need the alloy furnace again, do we? We do. So, for every one of these, we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are shapeless recipes in here. You can actually have these however you want. A blue doped wafer. Very good. What was I working on over here? Ah! That's what I was working on. Battery box. Very similar to the IC2, the industrial craft bat box, I should say, not battery box, bat box. Stores RedPower. Now this is, we've seen how to make the blue alloy ingots, iron ingots, batteries, and a piece of wood. These batteries, the BT battery, made it like so, nickelite, copper, and tin. Now I'm going to make a few of these. Why on earth have I made a few, and I've already got a few over here, 9 all up now. What on earth would I need all that for? Well, you're just going to have to wait and find out. Yeah, Okay, what are we doing in here? Blue doped wafer is done. Now what we are going to need more than that. Thankfully we have got all this. Okay, remember we need 4 of these for every one of these. So there you go, we're going to have 16. 16 is actually enough for 2 of what I want to make. It's not for a bit. Can't talk, can't spell. That's one of these, the solar panel. This will probably end the episode getting these guys up. Get the power coming down here. There's a few more machines I want to make. I may cut actually, and I'll show you one last thing. A battery charger. Okay, but yeah, that's only a possibility. Oh, we are going to need... Oh, no. Don't have enough. We are going to need... Look. I've got this area just ready. Got this area ready. Oh. I have, in fact... I've dug in the wrong spot. I've also totally forgotten what it was I was talking about, so... That's me. There is a mob up there that is dying in lava. Plonk you down there. It is gonna work. We will need a lot more of these solar panels. Good thing about these solar panels versus the industrial craft ones, you're not going to know with just the one there. Let's go back down and see if we can make a few more, which of course we can. Of course we can, yes. These things work when they are next to each other. By that I mean we fall. No, that's not what I mean. By that I mean those are now both working. This is using or producing power flowing into there and through. You don't have to have the wire going to each and every single one of them. It doesn't hurt to have it, but it's not actually necessary. Let's have a look-see in here. You can see it's building up. So that is brilliant. We are going to need 2 of these for the machine that I will be making a little bit later on. Oh, that ladder in the way. Okay, now you can see that is going into here. Another good thing about RedPower is it will even it out. With industrial craft, now do we have a bit of charcoal? Just very quickly, we'll whack the charcoal in there. It produces a little bit of energy, and it will go into this one first, and a little bit will go into here, and even less will go into here. I actually had it running with a fair bit of charcoal earlier. Tin dust, why did I need that? I can't remember. I was doing something with it. I was going to make... I think I was making bronze actually. Anyway, yeah, the energy does not get shared evenly with IC2. It will with RedPower. It'll actually try to... Oops. Try to even things out. Now, need a little bit more nickelite. Excuse the hiccups. What do we need? Silver. Do I have the silver on me still? I've got a little bit. Now, it won't start just yet. You've got to wait for this. There we go. I'll wait for it to start going up here. It's coming along nicely. There's not too much you need. You don't really need a great deal of power for what I'm planning. You can see it's kind of evening it out. One more of you. Oh, you know what? We've got enough. got enough. Anyway, I'm going to cut there. This here will replace this guy here. I will cut there though, and when we come back, I'll be ready for the very last part of what I'm going to do today with RedPower. One sec. And we're back. It's been a lot longer than I was hoping. Got my mouse caught. Just because we ran out of Nicolite, and then I couldn't quite work out what it was I was doing, and went to bed, and as soon as I put my head down I remembered how to do it. Anyway, let's get to it. A few things we're going to be needing for this little project. First of all, lots of batteries. Unfortunately we do not need so many charged ones. It's just I now have 3 battery boxes and they're all full, so I can't get rid of the charge in those just yet. But anyway, the pneumatic tubes, we're actually going to need a redstone tubes, which is a piece of redstone with a pneumatic tube, shapeless recipe. That gets you, that's basically a pneumatic tube that it kind of acts like redstone, I guess, and a tube all in one, so a signal can pass through it. Very useful. If you've got the spare redstone, I pretty much turn all mine into redstone tubes, just because you never know when you're going to need them. Now the next thing we're going to need is a filter. We're actually going to need 4 of these. With RedPower there's actually different tiers of devices, machines. Your basic tier 1, which is just normal everyday ingredients. Well, everyday ingredients for Feed the Beast anyway. Tier 2 generally will use a tier 1 machine, so we don't need 4 filters for what we're going to be building. We need 2 filters and 2 for a machine later on. So filters aren't too difficult once you've started RedPower, sorry. Cobblestone, gold, piston, and a red doped wafer. The red doped wafer was the silicon wafer with 4 redstone in the alloy furnace, or the blue electric alloy furnace. And the piston, vanilla. We make so many of these. I have probably got half a stack of these in the Thorncraft room, just because I keep making extra and forgetting I've got them there. But anyway, that's our filter. Next thing is a retriever. Now that takes a filter, 2 ender pearls, blue alloy ingot, leather, brass, and iron. Yeah, a little bit more involved, this particular recipe. I have been out hunting and mining, so that's where the 11 levels come from. I enchanted a diamond sword. It's near to death, so I just enchanted it with the levels I got from that spider spawner. Anyway, the final thing that we'll need is a couple of timers. These things are a pain to make, really. They're such a simple device, yet so many components, so many steps. First of all, you need the stone wafer. The stone wafer is stone, not cobblestone, but stone through a powered furnace. Well, smelting or powered furnace. That gets you stone wafers. We need a stone wire, stone pointer, stone cathode, and stone anode. Yeah. Stone wire is stone wafer and redstone. The anode is 3 wafers and redstone for redstone. Redstone torch we will be needing to not make one of you. Okay, redstone torch and stone wafer equals a stone cathode, and then to make the pointer we need a block of stone, redstone torch, and a stone wafer. So what are we going to do with these items, which I quite clearly do not have in my inventory. Actually, let's just whack you down on the ground and put you into our bag. Oh, that's one thing I should mention. We've got a new bag. Hunter's bag. I needed it. Yeah. It's filling up. Simple recipe. You just need feathers, string, some wool and a chest. Might upgrade that later when I get a carpenter. So let's go up now that the sun's up and have a look at what it is I've been making. I've already made them just because they're quite complicated and take me a day to make them on camera, most likely. But these are them. Two different ones. They're basically the same thing, just reversed. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to tell you about. Is the ender chest. 2 pieces of obsidian, 4 blaze rods, an ender pearl, piece of wool, and you get your chest. Now the reason I use the ender chest for this is you don't really need, oh yeah, I suppose in this pack at the moment I do, the ender chest, but also the ender chest can be opened with something on top of it. So what we've got here, the ender chest connected to that one, the filter with an empty battery. So if I put an empty battery in here, it would pull it out and it would put it into the top of a battery box. If you put an empty battery in the top of a battery box, it will charge it up and you end up with one of these. Now we'll see in a sec. It got pulled out. Got pulled out by this retriever, which is set to pull out full battery box. Put it back into this chest. Now over here is the exact reverse. The filter will pull the full battery out, which we've just made over there, put it into the bottom of the battery box right here. There you go, where it decharges into here, fills up the battery box. Once it's empty, this retriever pulls the empty ones out and puts them back in here. And that will just cycle around. What's the point of that? Well, basically we're charging up that battery box over there without any solar panels or thermopiles or anything generating power. There is none on this one. We are filling up that battery box through these panels over here. We don't need all these wires, but I like the wires, so I put them down. But yeah, this battery box is being filled up by these solar panels. That battery box is being filled up remotely. Now the point of this, you can see that's why I've used the redstone. I've used the redstone tubes and a timer. I should explain that. Every time it goes through, it'll tick. This here is the wooden plank jacketed wire, which is the only way to connect your red alloy wire. If you try to connect red alloy wire to the pneumatic tubes, they don't. You do need to put your jacketed wire there, and that will connect them. So the filter, all it needs is a pulse. The retriever needs a pulse and it needs power, so that it is connected through this wire here. It is also connected just from the battery box. Oops. And because they do share power, I could technically knock this top cable off and charge the battery box here just through the retriever, but I haven't. So yeah, that's the simple way of getting power from one point to another without running wire. The use of this, well, you may need power in a base that's deep underground, right down into a cave system maybe, and obviously solar panels will not work down there. So you set one of these up upstairs, one of these in your base deep underground, and you've got power down there. This would have been, now you can see I'm full of power, so it's not going to drain this out. I'll whack these in there, and it will turn all of them into powered ones through this over here. So yeah, until I find a use for this, they're all just going to sit there fully powered up. Now, yeah, one of the uses for this, well, a lot of you may have already guessed, is a RedPower tunnel bore. RedPower tunnel bore. That's a future project, one that I can't wait to get into, but I will need an epic storage system or sorting system before I do that, because a RedPower tunnel bore, you get to make it as big as you want. A 9x9, for example, is pretty much every 2-3 seconds, depending on the tick I use. 81 blocks mined. Yep, that's right. We will be mining 81 blocks in about 3 seconds. That's a lot of blocks going through the sorting system, so I have to get that sorting system up before I can make it. When I do, though, it's going to be a lot of fun. Quite a technical build though. But anyway, that's a look at RedPower and a nice little device, which we may even put this down in the sorting room for the time being, just to give it some use. But hopefully you got something out of that. If you did, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.